Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next installment of the show. Today we have Hosea Armstrong out of Birdville.
So,
The one thing that I have to lead off with him is absolutely tape over height. He's not even that he's not even that short. I mean, he's 5'9", which for whatever reason colleges just don't want to look at people that are around that height, and I don't know why, because his stats just it blows everything out of the water. Ended last season, I believe you told me you had 13 pass breakups, 40 tackles, and 7 interceptions. And
yes,
as
sir.
we saw just now on your film that I have playing next to us, you just returned one for a touchdown. How
Yes,
many?
sir.
How many of those 7? Because I know there's a lot in this film. How many of those 7 were returned for a touchdown? Do you remember?
I think it was two. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure. I
just
think it
2
was
of them.
two.
For whatever reason, I
Yeah.
feel like there was a lot more.
Yeah, well,
You're
it was a lot. It was a lot more punt returns than picks. So yeah,
maybe that's what I was confusing you with
yeah,
on there. I just know that your film, it just, like I said, tape over height. I mean,
yes, sir.
there's a lot of stuff that's out there, and one person that I like to compare you to, he didn't play a lot last year because he got injured, but it's Graylin Arnold at Baylor. He's only
Yes, sir.
5'10" and started as a true freshman for Baylor.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
just there's a lot of things that when you look at people out there, height isn't always the end all thing when it comes to
Mhm.
college quarterbacks or cornerbacks. Sorry.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
anyway, what are you doing this off season? What are you working on this off season right now?
This off season, I'm working on my footwork and more of my hand placement on man coverage and working on my backpedaling and trying to get my feet right. Quick feet don't eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So. That's a huge thing for me to get my feet right and definitely getting stronger and faster. Can never get too strong, can never get too fast. So that's a huge thing for me.
yeah, I understand. Very very true. Speed kills is the big saying that
Yes,
I
sir.
like to go with on everything. Um, outside of that, are you working on any camps? Are you going to be going to any camps in the future?
Yes, I'm supposed to be attending a lot of camps this summer. I have SMU, Wake Forest, Brownsville, Louisiana Lafayette, Sam Houston State. I'm trying to think off the dome. Who else? I think that's it right now. And Stephen F. Austin.
Stephen
Forgot
F.
about that
Austin,
one.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now you mentioned ULL and Sam Houston, and there ULL you just got back from, I believe, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I just got back Saturday.
Yeah, how was that trip?
That it was amazing. It was a real welcoming environment. Me and my mom loved it. Coaches greeted us with open arms. They told me that they liked my film and they'd love to get more contact with me. I mean, watching practice, it was a great vibe. It was everybody was hype. Everybody was cheering each other on. And I loved it. It was great.
That's awesome. And you have Sam Houston tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Sam Houston State tomorrow. Yes, sir.
All right, that's great. They're a solid school. They constantly make the playoffs down there,
Yes, sir.
so that's definitely, even if it's D2 or FCS, whichever one it's called now.
Yes, sir.
That I would not slack on if an offer comes for, or if you do you have an offer for Sam already, or
No, I have no offers right now.
oh, okay, if any school offers you, it's going to be huge, but if Sam Houston was to offer you, that's a huge one right
That,
there
that
just on its own.
yes, sir. Any offer is huge right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Just,
I
I mean,
watching your
yeah,
film
just,
to the side right here, it kind of blows my mind that you don't,
yeah.
because
I mean, I use that as like a motivator. It puts a chip on my shoulder to make me work harder, make me work more, makes me more hungry to go out and do great. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, absolutely. Now, I one of the things that I've compared you to on Twitter are some of the big names. I'm blanking on the number 4 cornerback right now, but the number 5 cornerback, which is Jalen Jones, you actually have better stats than both of them. So I mean, that's massive that you have these
yeah,
kind of stats, and like I said, it kind of blows my mind that you don't have offers because
yeah. I
it's just
mean, yeah. It's there's certain schools that get their players out there and they go to these camps and they do all this. They do good in the camps and they get an offer, but once it comes time to put on the pads. I mean, I let my play do the talking on me.
You
So
absolutely do, and
yes, sir.
you're talking about camps. Getting in front of the coaches is a huge way to get
Mhm.
those offers on there. So wish you the best of luck when you get out there, because I know
Yes,
if you
sir.
do anything like your film, something's gonna happen when you get out there.
Yes, sir.
But we talked about your previous visits that you just
Mhm.
took. What future visits do you have going on?
Future visits, I have Sam Houston State. Obviously tomorrow I have no, I have SMU the 27th. I have Abilene Christian April 5th, and then I have Stephen F. Austin either next week or the week after. I don't remember the date, but definitely plan on going on more visits than than I can imagine. So,
Yeah, Stephen F. Austin, they got a brand new coach down there who's
hmm
everything. I follow him on Twitter, and he seems really excited about the future of
yeah,
what he can bring to that
yeah,
program. So that's a school that I'm very interested in,
yes, sir.
just on my own.
hmm
Um, Outside of the schools that you've mentioned, are there any other ones that you've kind of been in contact with?
Those are the ones that I've heavily been in contact with, but I've been in contact with Arkansas State. They've asked for my film. Northwestern has talked to me a little bit about going to camps and stuff. But other than that, those are like the main schools I've been talking to.
Okay, that's great. All of those are pretty top tier quality schools,
Yes, sir.
especially Arkansas State. I believe they make around 8 or 9 wins a season, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
They're
sir.
they're no slouch either.
Yeah.
So other than that, what do you kind of have planned out for the future right now? Past your workouts and camps, is there anything about your game personally that I know you mentioned hand placement. Is there anything else that you
hmm
personally would like just really like to improve on?
Definitely my catching ability. I mean, obviously I can play both sides of the ball, so being able to catch the ball at a high level, that really stands out to me and other coaches. So I've been told that me really just catching the ball at a high level was a, a good thing for me, and like um, really just eating right, like being able to get the right supplements in my body, being able to get the right vegetables and foods and proteins and all that. So being able to get all that in my body, that's another huge thing for me. 'Cause, I I like to eat a lot. So
I,
I,
re- I remember my time in high school.
yeah,
I would put food away big time on that. So
yeah,
I completely
that's huge for
understand.
me.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
completely understand that one. Um,
yeah.
One thing, I'm sure if you've seen any of the other ones, I always like to ask this question. If there's one school, doesn't matter if you've talked to them or not,
hmm
your dream offer, who would it be? Who would you love to play for?
Dream offer definitely be. I mean, I grew up an Oregon fan, so it definitely have to be Oregon.
That's a really good one. I'm
Yeah.
blanking on their coach's name right now. I forget who took over after Taggart left.
hmm
But he's got a bright future up there. A
Yeah.
lot of the recruits that I've been following on different things, they like to talk about Oregon all the time. And of
hmm
course, you can't knock their sick uniforms that they always
Yeah.
have. So
I know it. But another one would definitely be Texas Tech. Being like that, that's a huge one for me. I'd love to go to Tech.
Texas
That'd
Tech's
be
another
awesome.
really good one. They just have a new
Yeah.
coach up there as well.
hmm
Campbell's spring practice one-handed pick has been going around the
Yeah, that's
internet
been
like
going viral.
crazy.
Yeah, that has
Um,
been pretty cool.
and if I remember right, he's not too tall either.
Yeah,
So
he's
that's
yeah,
perfect. That's
yeah.
perfect for it. So, Hosea, man, it has been awesome talking to you.
Yes,
I look
sir.
forward to the big things that you're doing in the future.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for joining me.
Yes, sir. Of course.
All right.
Anytime.
Yes, sir. You take care, man.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right.